Am I the asshole for leaving my kids home with my fiancé so I can go grocery shopping? My fiancé and I have 2 kids together, 7 and 1.5. I work about 15 hours per week from home and have the kids full time. He works about 50 hours a week and has Saturdays off. I needed to go on a grocery run, and our toddler had just been put down for his nap. I wanted to leave the kids home and go to the store, since it's faster if I'm by myself, or only take our oldest child with me, since by the time our toddler would wake up, it would be late afternoon and too late to make the round trip to and from town. My fiancé got upset, insisting that I need to take both kids, and that Saturdays are his day off and he has things to do. After going back and forth in this for about 30 minutes, I told him I need to get the shopping done, and I have the kids all week. He can handle them for a couple of hours, so I made sure the kids were all situated and headed out. I feel really guilty. Am I in the wrong here? My husband works 13-hour shifts overnight doing manual labor. He just does not understand why I would pack my toddlers up to run errands. I'll even let him know it's no big deal and I'm home. Why would you have to take them? That is the normal mindset. Your husband sounds like a good partner, and Dad, I wish more people were like that. A lot of people come here to vent or ask for advice, so there's frequency bias when you see posts like this, but the level of disrespect women put up with is aggravating. Op should not feel guilty for expecting her partner to share the load of life. They are his kids to have FS and TA. Am I the asshole for ignoring a breastfeeding woman? Okay, this has to be the most pettiest reason to make a throwaway or even a post in general. But I have to know. I 28 male went to a coffee shop about an hour ago and just got back. I sat underneath the air conditioner and read a few articles on my tablet while drinking my coffee. Maybe about 10 minutes into my stay, a woman 30s walked in with a baby and asked if she could sit across from me. I said sure. You could tell from her look that she was very tired and hasn't slept in a while. After a while, the baby started making noise and then breastfeed him right then and there. I have nothing against breastfeeding in public, and I think it shouldn't be stigmatized, but that doesn't give me the right to stare or look. So I ignored her and paid attention to my tablet. About another 20 minutes go by and she gets up and leaves. Many people, especially this elderly lady, start giving me dirty looks. The elderly lady in particular said I was an owl for being disrespectful, for not respecting the woman's autonomy. She even followed me to my car to berate me some more. I do not know what I did wrong. Am I the asshole? Edit. Update. I want to thank everyone for commenting and reassuring me that I am not the I wasn't expecting this post. I do not know what I did wrong. Am I the asshole? IMO, you did nothing wrong. You didn't stare at her. You didn't do or say anything to draw attention to what was happening. Leaving your seat could be interpreted as discomfort with the situation and possibly drawing attention. You maintained focus on your own activity, not her. The old wench that berated you. Classic Am I the asshole for not watching my husband's kid so he can go on a trip? When my husband and I met, he made it clear to me that he wasn't looking for someone to be a parent to his children. His kids had two parents already, and he was just looking for someone that he could have a relationship with that could be a positive role model. We dated, got married. Everything was fine I wasn't allowed to discipline his kids, and I also wasn't responsible for them. His ex had primary custody, and he just had them on the weekends, and typically spent his time taking them out and stuff. His ex died in a car accident last year. We now have sole custody. I'm fine stepping up and doing more for them. I cook for them, help with homework here and there, etc. He's upset because he never really wanted kids. They're twins, and being a full-time parent sucks. He wants me to do school drop-offs so he can get more sleep, but that's not really what I signed up for. He's the one who told me he doesn't want another parent for his kids. His friend's bachelor party is next weekend. They're going out of town for the weekend, and he wants me to watch his kids for 3 days. I told him no. I don't want to spend my weekend wrangling to 6-year-olds by myself, who will probably be upset with him gone. They've never been away from both parents before, and they've been extra clingy to him since their mom died. I know they probably spend the whole weekend crying. He thinks I'm being a major asshole because he wants a break, and he can never make up missing that weekend. I think he's not being fair to me or his kids. I don't think going golfing and going to a strip club with friends should be more important than your young children, not the asshole for not wanting to have to obviously traumatized 6-year-olds alone for an entire weekend, especially since it sounds like they are absolutely not ready for that either. That's a recipe for disaster. Your husband is a full-time father now, and he needs to act like it. That means his children are the priority in this situation, and that means sometimes he won't always get the sleep he wants or get to go on every trip any time he feels like it. But this is a much bigger problem than school drop-offs and bachelor party weekends. You had an agreement that worked for everyone when you married, but the situation has drastically changed, and it doesn't sound like the two of you have really discussed how to handle the change in circumstances. The arrangement you previously had is not sustainable or healthy for anyone in the long run. These children lost their mother, had to move in with someone they saw at most for X a month, who never wanted them, and it sounds like he is trying to slowly pawn responsibility onto you. It's time to ask yourself if you can commit to actually being a parent to these children, because they are relying on you now. And if that's something you want, then a discussion needs to be had about roles and expectations. You are either a parent or not. You cannot take on all the responsibility of a parent with children that live with you full time and not be able to have a say in how they are raised if it's not something you want or are prepared for. This doesn't sound like this is the marriage for you any longer. Honestly, it sounds like these poor kids would be better off with different family members. I'd recommend therapy if it's possible for the kids to help process their grief and the upheaval to their lives, for the two of you to work out how to best support those children, whatever that ends up looking like. I wish those children and you the best. I hope we hear an update. Good luck.